Hello, this is Patrick. Thank you for joining me today. It's a beautiful day. I'll do this in about 10 minutes. And I wanted to say a couple things. One, I don't have Trump and Melania getting divorced. All right? Let's just go real fast. I don't normally talk about that. It's just that they're bringing it up to bring him down and the agenda down. And we have to move forward. They're basically where they were at 6 months ago. Show me the average American, please. Average American couple. They're actually a little bit better than the average American couple. Okay. And then I want to show you Barron Trump. He is normal. There's nothing wrong with him. Like the liberal press is spreading. He's vicious. He's fine. He's the same mental health as the average American boy, which I was. So I measured myself when I was his age. We were the same, and wasn't all good, but it was it was okay. You know what I mean? So he's just an average young boy. He has a higher than normal IQ. You know, that's true too. And I don't know if Melania is going to go, to New York City and things like that and go back and forth. I don't know. I'm just saying, will they get a divorce? And it said no in the next 2 years. Okay, in our love-hate index, what else do we have? It's really, really crazy. Here we go. Here, let's just do this real quick. Did Pence betray Trump? Yes, no. Did Pence betray Trump? Yes. Do you see that? Could you tell me, on a 1 through 10 scale is before me now, how true is that statement? What is the rating? How big of it? 8, 9, 10. This started in August, but basically September, October, boom. I don't know what happened. The relationship between Trump and Pence deteriorated completely by the end of October. And it just started in August, and it boom, boom, went down. And Pence did something. It was his initiation, and I think Trump is aware of it. So it's a big issue in the background. I don't know if it's related down the road to Ivanka. I wanted to say about Ivanka, I didn't bring it with me. I did a tarot spread on it, and it's really funny. The first card, so this is a 3-card spread with 2-card clarifiers because they kind of stuck. The first card out was the Empress, and it was an Egyptian empress with the big eye, stately. And the next card was the Emperor, which is Trump. They're almost like they're co-rulers together. It was really an interesting. And then it went on to say good things. They were good cards. I can't remember them. But in general, it was a positive. And they are almost co-rulers right now. I wanted to say something about, you remember Joseph Campbell? He was always into the archetypes in our psychology and things of that nature. And those are handy tools. You just don't get too weighted down by them. But they're handy tools to look at, like the Grail quest. We are all on a Grail quest. We are all looking for something higher in ourselves to really make this life count, to really reach out into the heavens. I mean, we really want to see the miracles. And I've had miracles. They're just great. And it's the ability to see them, the miracles. It's really important. So what was I going to say? I think in the archetypes, it's really interesting that we're moving our frequency up. That's my proposition. That's what I hear. Let's just douse this. Is the frequency of planet Earth increasing over the next 2 years significantly? Is the frequency And there's your yes. Okay? The planet, we're moving into another dimension. Our frequencies, we're going to start seeing on the other side of the veil around us more the angels, our guides, who's helped the animals and plants. It's really an exciting time. But at the same time, we have the darkness beating up on us. They don't want to leave. They like their power. And in particular, CNN has an MSNBC. Boy, I can spit that out. I tried to find the owner of CNN, and you cannot. He's untraceable. But he lives overseas, and he is very dark. He is so dark there is no light. You remember Hitler had a little light until 1933. All right? And then he was pushed out by a demonic energy completely. So the soul of the original Hitler actually disappeared. That's my premise. And we have that in the owner of CNN. He's really dark. You can't find any light in this individual. He lives overseas. He doesn't speak English in his home. All right? I just want to say who owns CNN. Actually, a demonic energy with no light. And it really hates the United States and Americans. That's who he is. And he doesn't live in the United States. He comes here once in a while. And I'm not going to mention his name because people are afraid to mention his name. And he even said, I'm untraceable on Google. But he does come up. He does come up. And I don't know the exact who owns what. You know, they got these big companies that they own each other, and it becomes complicated. That's all I wanted to say. I thought CNN would go on bashing Trump for quite a bit, and the other networks would be, with varying degrees, let up for different reasons. Now, today was interesting. ABC, I don't know if this is going to happen, so I guess we're going to have the State of the Union address soon. And I put up a little video this morning. I saw ABC was going to give a fair presentation. Well, let's go see. All right. And then CNN was going to bash him, even though the speech is going to be pretty good. All right. Not excellent, but it's going to be a good speech. People who see it without any narrative being overplayed on it, people are going to say that was a decent speech. You know, it's going to be good. But I think they're going to hammer him so much, it'll be just a little bit of a negative, you know, in perception of the people, especially if you haven't watched it. So we're going forward. I thought it was really exciting that I saw that ABC might give them a fair shake. So they're going to have, you're going to see this, a gradual breaking with all the other networks. They're going to start coming in line because Trump is beginning to win and things of that nature. Back to Ivanka. Ivanka, as the archetype for Joseph Campbell, I would say if he was sitting here, he would say something like, well, she's the perfect higher frequency of what we're coming up as a country and as a planet, as a people. And with the animals, the animal kingdom and the plants, we're all frequency moving up. And she's a 6. She could not be president 4 years ago or 5 years ago. She would be too far ahead. But the frequency is catching up to where she is. She's a 6. I don't agree with her politics, but I'm just reporting what I'm seeing happening. And she's going to represent the real feminine. The real feminine. Not, what do we call this? The Steinem, I don't, what do you call them? Feminism. The radical feminism, and just actually the middle grade feminine. It pulled the women's thinking in the country so far into this cesspool that the goddess energy is going to bring it back into the middle. And that's part of her job. She has 3 children. She has grace. She has poise. She's intelligent. So she's moving right in. She's going to learn everything about this job on the job. I guess I'm the only one saying it, but I heard it's bleeping through. It's starting to bleep through on the internet. Do you see that? Oh, somebody here mentions it. Someone here. this is how it gets started. And I think we'll see how this relationship with Pence and Trump goes. That can open possibly the door. I'm saying this is all possibly, even though my dowsing says it's a done deal. We have timelines, and there's flexibility, there's free will. This is where I'm pointed to. So I think she really represents the goddess energy. The goddess energy is womanhood. It's children. It's all this nurturing. It's really incredible. So all it's saying is the preponderance of the frequency of humanity around the globe will turn more intuitive, more sensitive. So I would be more normal in that that environment than the previous environment. I could probably succeed. So women will succeed more in this new frequency. It's not against anything. It's just the frequency will reward those who are open to this frequency, and they will be healthy. I mean, the whole planet is going to be better off, but it's going to take a while. It's going to get really bumpy, and I think like that demonic energy that owns CNN, they're going to fight. This is going to get really, really dirty, and I hope it goes quickly. Las Vegas, we talked about it before. It's going to get like that. You have these sort of things. They're not even talking about it. Look at all these random shootings we've had. No one's talking about them. What happened? Some of them, you're right, it didn't exist. Some of them were staged to create trauma in the population, to create fear, and they rule by fear. Vegas was real, and I did douse it was supposed to be bigger, but things went wrong for the perpetrators. And so we got all that. So it'll be interesting to see how this relationship goes. Sessions, as I always said, he'll always be there. He's not going anywhere. Trump is annoyed with him right now. That frequency went down. I would say 2 weeks ago they were really close. Sessions is like 90% behind Trump. He's being the trooper. He's doing what he's supposed to. And I think Trump is flogging him a little bit, and he's frustrated with him. I mean, that's all true. But I never see Sessions going anywhere. I've always said, like 5 months ago, we mentioned the top part of the FBI. That's about all that's going to be reformed, and it looks like it's starting to happen. They're going to get rid of the people on the top to bring confidence back that it is a fair organization. And then what else? I wanted to know, I never ever did this following one before, and does Trump, has he been shown evidence by the military or anyone in the government, ETs, our connections with the ETs? Yes. Have they shown him this material since he's been president? Yes. Does Trump want to tell the American people about this connection with ETs? Yes. Is he being prevented from showing this material, disclosure to the American people? Is he just being discouraged? Yes. They don't want him to do it, and he's going around. He's going along with that. So we're doing everything we're supposed to. It's an exciting time, even though we want to hurry it up. It's just gonna go every month. We're gonna just go forward and forward, and we might have changes that'll just knock your socks off. All right, and thank you for your comments. I read all the comments, and I'm sorry. Sometimes I think about them, and my mind goes on and on and on explaining. I go, I can't go on for 20 pages writing a comment. So I try to succinct, make it 2 sentences. Even though I have a lot of thought behind it, I try to, bring it down and be succinct, unlike I'm doing right now. Thank you very much. Say a prayer for everyone. Say a prayer for your own family, yourselves. Protect yourselves. and say a prayer for Trump, and we're going to do okay. I think it's going to be a rough summer, and thank you. Bye-bye.